Good evening, everybody. I welcome you all to the earning conference call of Q3 and 9 months FY26 Affordable Robotics and Automations Widget Concall. Today on the call, we have from the management team Mr. Milind Padole, the promoter and the managing director of the company. Sir has over 2 decades of experience in the field and he looks after the research and development along with the new product testing. Also present on the call, we have Mr. Rahul Padole, Executive Director of the company. Mr. Rahul Padole leads the marketing division, driving the brand strategy and the company outreach for the company. We are also joined with Mr. Murthy, who is the Chief Financial Officer of the company. The company currently has a confirmed order book of around 189 crore. At this moment, all participants are currently on a mute, and later we will conduct a question and answer session. At that time, you may click on the raise hand button so to ask the questions. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Now, I would like to request Mr. Milind Padole, Managing Director, sir, to give his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Shravya, for the wonderful start, and thanks everyone for joining in the earnings call. We will be presenting the numbers, and then we will be open for question answers. So I will request Murthy to start with the number presentation.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. Good evening. We can start with the presentations. This is initially we will show about the company for the new investors if anyone is there. So ERPL is the first, as you all know, ERPL is the first robotic company to get listed in Indian Stock Exchange. 20 years since inceptions, we have state-of-art facility covering around 3.5 lakh square feet area. So far, we have installed more than 7,000 robots and 14K car parks installed in last decade. Workforce, we have 400 plus. Continuing the growth trajectory year-on-year basis. And about subsidiary, Humro is our subsidiary. We are holding 83% there and 17% with the other investors and co-founders. ERPL is into the fixed robotic solutions, whereas the subsidiary is into mobile robotic solutions. Our USP, we provide an end-to-end solution provider from design, deployment, and data integration in both fixed and mobile robotic solution. Our presence with Humro, we have presence in USA and Europe yet to start. This is our journey. Global sourcing was established in 2005 and then it converted into private limited in 2010. Of course, then we started 2012 our sales office in Faridabad, and then 18 we got listed into BSE SME Stock Exchange. Then 2021 Humro was formed, and in 2024 we migrated into the main board of BSE and NSE, main board of BSE and NSE, and US operations expanded, and already 4 robots have been launched in the year 2024. And 2025 it was rebranded as Humro. This is our products in automation welding. We will show a shorter video. In robotic multi-level car parking, we have around 6 to 7 products. This is one of the most selling products, which is tower parking. This is 70-meter tower which is installed in Mumbai.
Sir, if there is any background audio, we are not able to hear it out. We can see only the picture.
That's fine. That's just a silent music.
Okay, sir.
Then earlier two was the fixed robotics, and this is mobile robots under Humro brand. This is one of the product, most selling product in all the three products. This third product comes. What also? So what is going on? Is it recorded? This is Atlas truck loader unloader, fully autonomous vehicle. This is fire for the ground to ground movement. This is the most selling model. Our clientele list at Fixed Robotics, we have different automotive clients, Honda, Magna, Mahindra, and Suzuki and Bajaj. They are since the inceptions. In real estate for car parking, like we have prominent customers like Loda Group, Uparel Realty, and Raj Realty. Something.
Rustam ji.
Rustam Ji, like that. For Humro, which we started in last year, here the customers are State Logistics and other Fortune 500 companies are there who are into the 3PL and the logistics, into the logistics form. On financial standalone, this year, as we already informed, this is a turnaround to profitability here. In 9 months, EBITDA turnover, we did turnover of around 60 crores, and EBITDA is around 6 crore. PAT margin is around 94 lakhs. At EBITDA margin, it expanded to 9.8% from 0.8% of earlier years, and PAT was grown by almost 127%. In all the years, in the 9 months was into the negative side only. As we informed, H1 was also on the positive side, and Q3 is also on the positive side this year. On consolidated basis, we did Q3 with the we closed top line of 868 crores, and EBITDA around 7.33 crores, and PAT amount of around 2.18 crores. EBITDA margin expanded to 10.7% from minus 12.6, which was in the earlier same year, 9 months. The PAT grown by 116% of the same 9 months. On highlights, in the history of ERPL, we have achieved a milestone of staying profitable in H1 of the year, and this momentum continued in Q3 as well. This was mainly driven by the strong operational efficiency and improved contributions from core business segments. While operational efficiency means we have achieved around 30% reduction in the material cost and employee cost, which was earlier fixed, so we converted into semi-variable. Hence, we are able to achieve 31% reduction there in 9 months. So total expenses 28% was reduced. Improved operating leverage visible as lower cost was translated directly into higher margins, which demonstrates successful restructuring, tighter cost control, and improved execution, and setting a stronger base for the future growth. On new customer acquisitions, in these last 9 months, we received around 52 crores orders from the new customers from the total order bookings, which accounts to 40% of the new order bookings. Humro has delivered its first order of Atlas AC2000 autonomous forklifts from a large US-based to a large US-based logistics firms, and the revenue already started from that. Subsidiary has also received and confirmed the order book of 6 mobile robots valued at 4.13 crores, structured under 2-year lease agreement. It is actively looking to enter deep into the space of autonomous vehicles by strategically partnering with aligned partners and monetizing its autonomy tech stack and autonomous vehicle building capabilities for domestic and international markets. On order booking, as of December, we had order booking opening order of 57 crores. In this year, additional 130 to those new orders booked, from which we delivered 59 crores, and as on 31st December closing, we have around 130 crores order book in hand. That's it. Thanks.
Stop sharing.
Thank you, sir. So shall we start with the Q&A, or you wanted to add more to it? Milind, sir?
No, we are good. We can go for Q&A.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So with this, we are now beginning with the Q&A session. Whoever has a question, I request please click on the raise hand button, and then I will announce the name. So unmute yourself and go ahead with the questions. We'll wait for all the Q&A to start with.
Supriya, we can start one by one now.
Okay. So participants, the Q&A floor is open. Please start the question. First question is coming from Mr. Jaydeep Ray. What is the Humro total order?
Bro, we have around 8 crores orders, which is into the means like a decent agreement for 2 years. Also.
Okay.
8 crores in total order value.
Total value.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we have the next question, please?
Should we just go ahead? Should I just go ahead with my questions?
Yeah, please go, Mr. Bhupna.
It's on Kaustav here from BMSPL Capital. We've spoken before. Hello. I have a couple of questions. Firstly, I wanted to understand, I've spoken to a lot of people who are investors in the broader robotic field, and they have investments, in robotic companies based out of Korea. They're looking at Hong Kong, and they say that apart from India, in other emerging markets, the advance of robotics is so much superior than in India. And they talk about companies like Rainbow Robotics, etc. And the type of robots that these companies are positioning themselves to provide to even warehouses in the Western world, like to the likes of Amazon, etc. So I mean, my question is a two-phase. It's like, why aren't we being able to grow such companies in India? Taking affordable only as a good example. Why aren't we able to reach that scale that these companies are doing in other emerging markets? And is it really a threat to our current Humro business, given that these companies are providing much better robotic solutions to these warehouses, or is there a market for everything?
When we say these people are providing better robots than Humro, I assume that's the question. So I have to understand which type of robots you're talking about, because there are so many robots, right?
So actual humanoid robots that fulfill the function of a human being inside a warehouse.
So, firstly, we are not into humanoids, so I won't be able to talk about humanoid much. Okay. Second, humanoid is still 10 years away from the actual commercial deployment in industry. Okay. So that is what they say. It is still, that is what people say. Okay. We are not in humanoid, so I won't be able to tell because I'm not tracking that sector. So there are n number of robots, right, for everything, like right from your mopping to industry to so many things. So humanoid, actually there are few companies in China and US who have made a bit progress, which can be deployed a bit commercially. Okay, but that's going to take some time. As far as our robots are concerned, we are basically autonomous vehicles. We have developed autonomy stack, and any company which do such a big job takes a lot of time to reach this level. And we have also taken almost 4 years, wherein we have developed autonomy stack, autonomy design, and now this year, God forbid, I always think, right, this year will be the our turnaround year, wherein we will be selling in large number, and also we will be deploying our autonomy stack and autonomy capability across other vehicles, and we are actively in discussion with a lot of.
Your voice has gone, sir. Your voice is gone.
Could you hear us now?
Yeah. Now I can hear.
Yeah, so we are in active. So we have developed the autonomy stack and autonomous, the design, the vehicle. So we will be selling those this year in US, and also we will be using our autonomy stack and autonomous vehicle building capability across other vehicles, and we are actively in discussion with a lot of players to make such vehicles.
So could you please could you address, I mean, I think the elephant in the room, I don't know, for people who are actually tracking this company, you had come out with a press release saying that this company called Siegel is going to invest 15 crores in your company. Now, from what I understand from that company and from what I can read, that's market knowledge, is there's a lot of mystery around the company, because it was just incorporated in 2024, and as soon as it was incorporated, it got 1,000 crore order for pods from the government, and now they are investing 15 crores into this company. So what does it mean? What does this transaction mean? And could you just be transparently tell us exactly the potential and the reasoning for this transaction, and who's behind Siegel? I mean, you must have done your due diligence, right?
Siegel is a very big company, and they are into power plant, and so they have a large portfolio investment in green energy and green sector, and they have a lot of other investment in autonomous vehicles, and they are investing 15 CR through preferential route, and that's what we declared. And their whole interest is in autonomous and green energy sector.
But can we do we have any doing in this 1,000 crore autonomous port project in BKC because of this investment?
See, as I said, we will be using our autonomous stack and autonomy across lot of applications coming ahead, going ahead. And since these are all related companies, definitely we will be sharing a lot of our, capabilities across such companies. Yeah.
So, and just last question. Could you please help us understand the quantifiable opportunity in Humro? I mean, I understand that because of the tariff situation, etc., things got a little delayed, but our go-to-market strategy hadn't changed. We still getting customers in the US, but I really need to understand how big, in your eyes, can this business become in terms of whatever benchmark you want to give, units, products, revenue, over the next 3 to 5 years.
See, any US market, the forklifts sold annually is 750,000. Okay, 750,000 numbers, and 750K, right? Which is like 750,000 approximately. So that is North America market, right? So we, we want to take 1 to 2% share in next 5 years, and to start with, so that's the potential, you can say. So that's our aspiration, that we should be able to sell close to 1 to 2% of that market share.
Okay, and you're going to enter the Europe market also?
So once we demonstrate these numbers, some few good numbers in US, we are open to European market, and we are actively looking for some partners in Europe also.
All right, great. I'll get back in the queue. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Pawan Kumar, you may go ahead with your question. Mr. Pawan Kumar, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Hi, Milinji and team.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for taking my question. Milinji, in last con call, we were discussing about an ongoing talks with a joint venture for heavy welding with some other company. Is it finalized? If yes, can you share the details?
No, so heavy welding, it's still, joint venture has not gone through, and we are still working on our own for heavy welding. So
Okay.
we are taking some few projects from L&T and others for heavy welding.
Okay, thank you. How many total POCs we have done so far, and what is the status of the POC queue in US as of today?
So we have done multiple POCs, approximately 10 to 12 POCs, and we are doing some marquee Fortune 500 customers POCs now as we speak. So marquee customers like huge customers, I can't name them because of various other reasons, but then we are doing that, and we expect to start good amount of revenue by by the year end. Monthly revenue of, say, I think $25,000 to $30,000 monthly revenue we will be touching by March. That is what I expect in next 1.5 months.
Okay. So we have done, let's say, this 10 to 12 POCs. What is the success rate of the POCs?
Success rate of the POC is, you can say, almost 50 to 60%.
Okay.
In fact, in terms of Robinson here.
Robin, you're there. Okay. Yeah.
I was wondering when you will give me an opportunity. Okay. So Robinson here, and I lead this piece. So in terms of success rate, there are two measurements. One is meeting the success criteria. yeah, almost leaving apart one, yeah, which was a big company, almost 10 or 11 out of the 12 were successful, yeah, in terms of meeting the success criteria. Now, why doesn't it go into a state wherein, a production environment, or why doesn't it get built into a PO? If that is the idea of success, then there is a lot of, you know, things that happen after the POC successful, because in terms of aligning the top management, in terms of, nobody wants to buy a two-piece equipment or a three-piece equipment. Yeah. So in our earlier model, we used to show a POC and we used to, deliver the success. In the new model, we have changed, yeah, wherein if it is successful, they have to adopt at least those equipments, which we have done with 3, 4 companies, and the revenues have started coming in. Yeah. So POC converting into an order, I would say it is 20-25% as of now. But from here on, POC converting into model should be around 50%. Yeah, but POC meeting success parameters, I think it is way beyond 90%. And then all of these get into a bucket wherein, which are slowly materializing and is a part of the funnel, which will kind of, which we will explore, or which we will tap into in the next, 1 year or 1.5 years or so. Have I answered your question?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So
Yeah, you're welcome.
Robinson is a co-founder for RAS and also the CEO of RAS. He sits in US, but now he's in India for this fundraise. He was busy here. Otherwise, he is working out of US. So Robin, can we see you and can you say hi to everyone if it is
I
possible?
know I was traveling, so
Okay.
yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Since you
Yeah, that
mentioned about the fundraise, yes, Pavan, so you have any further questions? Can I take the
yeah, I have a couple of them, but if you want, you can
No problem,
add
sir.
your
Continue.
information if you want.
Continue,
Okay.
Pavan, sir.
Okay, thank you. What is the revenue guidance for Q4? Just this ongoing quarter, which is halfway already through.
So, Pawanji, we can't give guidance, right, like that. So, but yeah, it's good. Like our focus is like profitability, and so we are working on all those factors, right?
So even current quarter, we can't say that what revenue we are going to get. I mean, I'm not able to understand, because we can easily say that this quarter will be kind of this much, right?
Yeah, the question is
Which is
whether
already halfway through, right?
yeah, whether it is allowed to be given in a public forum.
I don't know.
OMG, on revenue, we will be at par or on level of the last year, but you can see the improvement on the bottom line. Definitely, there will be improvement on bottom line.
So you are saying that whatever revenue we achieved last year, we are going to achieve the same this year as well.
It will be at the same path.
Okay, I'll estimate based on that. That's fine. Any guidance for FY27?
So, Pawanji, we can't give
It
guidance.
can be plus minus. I'm not saying that we have to be exact, but so every company has something, right? Some to share with the investors. If there is nothing to share, I mean, I don't know what to assume.
So, see, we are working towards the J curve, right? So, we have developed last 4 years the technology which has to be deployed and can be scaled up drastically. So that is what is our aim, right? So it is all getting delayed, but definitely this year we expect to have a J curve, right? So you have seen like the kind of investors coming in now, and the kind of alignment we are going to have with them. So that's what it is, right? So
Milindji, I understand our aspirations and everything else, right? But I want to see the numbers now, because it's 4 years, 5 years I'm waiting for, right? So it's every time we say that with this curve, that curve, I'm not interested in that. I'm sorry to use the hard words here.
Exactly, I understand, but yes, we are working towards getting those numbers, right? So if some investor who is already in that field has already shown interest, that means volume, right? That means a lot. So
Okay.
that's what I can say, right?
Okay, there is one more question I have, and then I'll come back in the queue. In our Indian business, right? We are not able to scale the revenue in Indian business, provided we have car parking and we have welding and such a big country and so much so much industrialized and everything we have, right? So what are the challenges we are facing within India?
So this year, we have made the operations very, very light and profitable so that we can take larger volume in a more efficient way. So we were all restructuring this year, and we were all sharpening our operation efficiency. That's what I can say, so that we can take the future orders in a more sharper way. So in the project industry, the challenges are you have people, but then first you have to take people, then you have to go and get business, right? So we have changed that model, and we did some experiment of taking people on contract basis. So that's what we did, and we increased the profitability, all the quarter. And now, whatever business we are going to take, it is going to be highly profitable. That is what we have done now.
So are you saying that from next year onwards, we are going to see significant revenue increase in Indian business?
Yes.
In this year,
And can you
in both India as well as Humro, both.
And can you quantify that? No, I'm talking about Indian business right now. Humro, I understand. I mean, I'm waiting for Humro. That's okay. Can you quantify that? So because generic statement is I'm keep listening generic statements last 4 years, right? I want some quantification of the numbers.
Sir, you're on mute.
Yeah. So quantifying number, top line, we expect to grow by around 20 to 30% in the
Indian business. Okay, thank you. I'll join back in the queue.
Thank you, Mr. Pavan. Next question is coming from Mr. Hardik Jain. Hardik, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello, Milinji. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah, so I heard we have an order book of around somewhere I heard 190 crore and then somewhere I heard 130 crore. So what is our total order book?
we have total order book is 190, from which we already delivered around 59. So balance order in hand is around 130.
Okay, so outstanding order book right now is 130 crore, out of which the Humro order book is around 8 crore, which is like a lease rental.
Humro is separate. It is not included in that.
Okay, so the Humro order book is additional, which is around 8 crores, which is lease revenue, which will come over 2 years, which is around 35-40 lakhs a month. So
Yeah.
are we able to crack any deal where we are able to outright sell our Humro? Because on this lease model, you'll have to keep on investing in the robots. Are we not talking to our clients to sell the robots on an outright basis?
I will take that up. So this is who. Okay. Yeah.
Hardik, hi.
Hardik, hi Hardik. So yeah. So in terms of so first is I will also partly answer. Somebody else asked me why is the robotic advancement in India slow, and let me tell you, in US, as developed country as US, the penetration of robotics, is sophisticated robotics is not even 5%, 5 to 7%, and that is majorly with the Amazons and Walmarts of the world. Why this is happening is because the adoption is not as expected. Meaning, even if you look at the projections given by the people who are really very good in giving projections, even they have not met at the initial stages because the adoption, the change management, and that is taking time. Yeah. Now, coming back to why RAS, we wanted to increase the adoption. Yeah, till they don't see 100 equipments dancing on the floor, doing it right every time. Now going and telling them, okay, you buy me outright. yeah, may not sell as much as what, okay, you buy me on a lease and performance guaranteed. Yeah, that is what we're telling them. However, there has been not a single customer out of the five whom I have quoted, of the three which we are already working with, and where the revenues have started. There is not a single company who have not asked me, okay, when you quote the price, you give me, what is it after 1 year if I want to own it? Which means there is an intent, there is a latent intent. However, that is not yet translated into the confidence, because not only Humro, but they don't even have any other robotic companies in the similar domain, to know. So either, if, supposing Rapido comes in, you know how Ola and Uber is working, so Rapido gets an up. Yeah. But today they don't even have a benchmark. So I think it is a year and a half's time. Once you have 10 and 15 sites up and working, this is one thing which will catch up speed fast.
Okay, so in this 8 crore of lease revenue which we are expecting over next 2 years, how many robots or how many machines are involved?
So this is like 7, 10, um, 13 equipments, and we have around 25 in US. We should be able to put a customer head to it soon.
So this 13 equipments that gave us 8 crores of revenue or 4 crores annual revenue, what would be our investment in this equipment? I'm just trying to understand what kind of return we get.
So we are working on a 71% IRR when you look at a unit economics. Yeah. Details I do not know. I don't have it with me
Okay.
now. Yeah, but we are working on a 71% IRR.
And over next 2 years, although even on the lease basis, as you're saying that selling outright will be difficult once you demonstrate the job that our machine does. So over next 2 years, how many machines do you expect will be able to at least give on the lease, if not sell?
So
Based on your discussion that you must be doing with your clients.
yeah, I do not know if it is. So we have a target for this year. Yeah. The number of equipment, either Milind or Murthy can pitch in now if it is allowed to give an estimate here. If it doesn't,
Yeah. So we plan to deploy by 2026, end, or you can say FY
27 March, around 220.
25 to 30 will be the 225 approximately will be deployed.
Okay. 225 machines cumulatively will be deployed by March 27. That could give us a monthly revenue of, say, around 1 crore plus, right?
So ballpark, you can assume every equipment to give you around $2,500 in revenue. Ballpark.
Monthly revenue.
Monthly revenue, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'll get back in the queue. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Abdik. Mr. Raj, please go ahead with your question and unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi. So, just to reiterate what Mr. Pavan said, we can easily say that in Q4 we will be doing 90 to 100 crores of revenue, because in November press release it was mentioned that that time our order book was 140 crores. So 80% of these will be completed in March 2026. So in Q3, if we have completed 20 crores, so it's uh, uh, like we can say, right, कि, in Q4 we will be doing 90 to 100 crores of revenue.
Q3 में अब तक पिछले कुछ सालों में कितना किया?
Q3 में अब तक last year तक 65 is the max. 65, 68. Last year 70, 76, 76.
Yeah, so we will be on the historic numbers, like the same Q4 numbers, like how we did last year. Last few
Last year was 84 crore. Console.
हाँ, तो standalone Q4 कितना था पिछली बार?
74, 75. 70.
इस बार approximately
Same.
it's in the same range. Yeah, it's in the same range. Yeah,
Okay. My second question is, in the past 6 months, which is Q2 and Q3, we have booked around 7 crores of more revenue in consolidated financials. So can you please provide the breakup of the 7 crore? Like standalone is something, and console is around 7 crore more than standalone. So can you give this breakup of 7 crores?
Console, we had these POCs in which last we did the POCs now, so the POCs have been materialized in Q3 and Q4.
So
But these are,
Yes, Humro's revenue is there.
So Humro's revenue is there in console.
but this is a very high number, right? On one side, we are saying that we will be doing 8 crores in 2 years, and in Q3 and Q4, we are booking 7 crores of revenue.
These are of POCs which we were doing since last 1 year, no? So we monetized that in last Q2 and Q3. Once the POCs has been completed, we bill to them for the POCs where the additional orders were not given or not received or kept on hold. There we bill for the POCs.
Okay. So that's why I can see that COGS of console is lesser than standalone. That means this extra revenue has no COGS. This is the reason we have booked this revenue from last 1 year. That's why COGS are lesser than standalone in console financial.
Yeah. And the second, this already which deployed from the 13 robots, 8 robots have been already deployed in November and December. So that's lease rental also accounted in this total revenue.
Okay. And can you throw some light on what is bringing this cost efficiencies in standalone business? Like our material cost and employee cost have reduced drastically. So what is bringing that, and why it is why we have not done it before?
So see, in business we keep on changing our model. So these are the new vendor development we did, and for material cost reduction and for labor cost, what we have done is we have put a lot of labor on the contract. Earlier we were having suppose 300 people on roll and 100 on a contract. So now probably we have 200 people on roll and 200 people on contract. So as and when there is a fluctuation in the order, we keep on engaging the contract labor. So that is how we have done on labor as well as the material cost. We have developed some alternate source, renegotiated our contracts, so like that.
So renegotiated means also means that we are selling better products than what we were selling before. Is it like that, or only renegotiate?
So both side, right? So customer side also we negotiated the make of lot of input items and the alternate items and reduce the cost, and the input cost also we renegotiated contracts with a lot of vendors.
Okay. And this autonomy stack selling is something new, right? It was not earlier. So how this revenue generating line came, how big it can be, because this is outright selling of our IPs. So this can be huge and margins can be huge here
It is
also.
not outright selling of IP. It is like selling of the product of autonomy as a product. So if you see, that was always there in our mind that we will monetize each and every layer of autonomous. So there are 7 layers in autonomy also, right? So if you see the pitch deck, we used to always say every autonomy layer, be it navigation, be it fleet management, or other things dashboards or simulation, we will monetize each and every layer also separately. So now, since we are in active discussion with a lot of people, we have started putting that in this. Otherwise, we always had intention, and we have made the autonomy layer and the autonomous circuit in such a way that it can be used in lot of autonomous vehicles. So every application is going to see autonomous things, be it last mile delivery, or be the port automation, or autonomous cargo transport, or autonomous people transport. Everything will see a lot of autonomous application worldwide. So and when we say autonomous passenger transport, it is not autonomous car. It is like a autonomous robots which move on a dedicated track and not on the road. So it will see a lot of application like that. So, definitely we will be in the autonomous robot side, not in the autonomous car side, but autonomous, robot side. So,
Yeah, continue, sir.
So when we say autonomous robot side, it is like ADAS 2, not ADAS 4. ADAS 4 and all is going to take a lot of time. And we will be in autonomous robot or AGV or AMR space. And we will be monetizing our, autonomous capabilities in a modular.
Yeah. So, sir, how big this can be of monetizing our autonomous capabilities? Like, how big this can be in coming 3 to 4 years?
It can be huge.
It can be huge, right?
I'm saying, everything is going to see autonomous application. Everything.
And first, we will try to sell in India, right?
No. We will sell everywhere, right?
So, do you think that we have that much capabilities? Or our product is that much competitive that we can compete with the world?
So it is not compete with the world. See, the strength, our strength, we have a lot of strength as an Indian company, right? So the cost itself. So we might be, people can question about our tech, but then there are a lot of layers in autonomous, right? So if you see a robot, autonomous robot, there is a manufacturing side, there is, there is a powertrain, there is a lot of autonomy, there is a support for autonomy, a lot of things, right? So if there are 10 layers, we are cheaper in 8 layers, right? So it can be a good collaboration with bigger companies or anything. So the scope is huge because we have a lot of cost advantage. The arbitrage, labor arbitrage is huge. So the companies who are into this space have huge potential, worldwide.
So, any timeline in your mind that by this time some revenue will start booking? Like we have raised our fund from Sai Green, right? So it can be our first customer in autonomy stack. So, what timeline do we have? That we will start booking revenues from our autonomy stack?
See, our relation has started, right? So how fast it depends on a lot of things, but yes, the alignment and the that has started. So it can be as soon as
So
how
currently there is no
fast we
timeline.
can integrate our technology with their technology. That can be the speed.
But any idea like in how much time some discussions, some concrete discussions will start to take place or will get implemented? Rough timeline.
See, definitely they have put money means we might be discussing for a long time. But when the revenue will start, it will depend on how fast we can, integrate our technology with their requirement and, show the results. So it is all how fast we can deliver, right? So it is too early now to tell when the revenue will start. But yeah, the relation has started, right?
Okay. Then the US fundraise which we are planning, which we have showcased on our Humro website of $1 million at $7 million valuation. So will it happen in ARAPL RAS Private Limited or ARAPL International LLC? In which company it will happen?
What have we shown in the website? I don't know.
On the Humro website, we have raising 1 million in bridge fund. Now I think
so that is done, right? So that is done through the preferential route. That what you're quoting on the website, that is over.
This is done via Sai Green.
Yeah.
Okay, so that 15 crore we will be putting in ARAPL RAS or it is for standalone entity?
It will be for us.
So if we are putting it in RAS, then our shareholding of RAS will increase, right? Like Affordable Robotics Limited shareholding in ARAPL RAS Private Limited is currently 83%. So by putting 15 crore more, our shareholding will increase.
That either we will put as a equity or as a loan that has to be taken, the board approval. But yes, that we will be putting as a temporary loan. Whether to convert into equity or not, time will tell. It is for the board to decide, right?
And our second fundraise is pending on 16th Feb. Like we will announce it on 16th Feb, right? This is Sai Green is different and 16th Feb fundraise is different.
No, that has to be taken approval on 18th February. So we have signed a term sheet which has to be approved in the board.
Okay, so 16th Feb, the press release you gave that on 16th Feb board meeting will happen for a preferential round is same.
Yeah, it's the same. It
Okay.
has to be approved, right? This is a term sheet which has to be approved.
Okay, last question. Just a small suggestion, sir. I think your auditor, I think on the basis of revenue size, you are the largest client of your auditor. Other public companies have market cap of single digit crore. It has not any client which has 100 crore of market cap, more than 100 crore of market cap. So any plan on changing the auditor, bringing in the auditor which is famous or which is reliable, which is known in the market?
Decide post.
We will decide post this year.
Once the term is getting over.
Once the term will get over, we will definitely think about this.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
If you don't mind, I just have one quick question. If you don't mind, is Robin there?
Yes, sir, is there.
Robinson is there.
So Robin, just wanted to reconfirm those numbers you were saying. You were saying you plan to deploy around 225 robots, if I could call them, right? Over by FY27 March.
That's correct.
But by 2027 March, and you said that what is the monthly revenue we can earn on one robot?
Around $2,500. Yeah. That's
so
correct.
if I do 2,500 into 225, that's around $562,000 a month, right?
At the end of the financial year. That's correct.
Okay, so that's
so if you were to picturize this,
that's around that's okay.
Yeah. So if you were to picturize this, it is like end of March 2027. That is going to be the number which will come to us.
So that's around 5 crores a month into 12. So 60 crores.
No. So the deployment will happen, month by month. So what we can tell for now is in the month of March 2027, that should be the revenue that.
No, understood. I'm saying then going ahead will be higher than that, you're saying.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And this is subject to slight, depending upon how customers are. So maybe a small range, 20-25% here and there.
And Robin, if I may ask, sorry, I haven't seen. Has Robin been specifically hired by the company for Humro? And what's your past experience, sir?
So I'm a co-founder in this company, initial promoter category in Humro. Yeah, and we started this together. And my past experience have been, if you look at Big Bazaar, I've been in Big Bazaar, scaling up Big Bazaar from 3 to 4 stores in Maharashtra to around 17 when I left. After that, it was telecom. I was heading Asia. I implemented large-scale distribution management system. Yeah, and commission management. So basically, large-scale integrations is what I handled. New business development is what I handled in multiple countries. And we also handled vertical revenues, one revenue vertical, which was like a cluster strategy when I was there. So one revenue vertical implementing across pan-Asia. So that is primarily the thing that I have.
Okay, so and just back to that question on making revenue of in March 2027, an estimate of, let's say, $550,000. What would the margin? What's your unit economics? Could you please just spend a few minutes explaining your unit economics on that, so we get some perspective on that $550,000 revenue? So what would be the gross margin, the EBITDA margin gross margin and operating and EBITDA margin on that 550,000?
Okay.
So Murthy will take that. Yeah.
On lease model, as we are giving on lease model, so we have around 70% IRR on this. Here the gross margin will be higher. Means 100% all the robots are giving into the lease.
So then what would so could you explain the unit economics?
70% IRR in the sense is, per year we will get a 70% of our investment amount in the year one itself. So at the EBITDA level, if you ask me on the RAS model, it will be around somewhere 50-60% it will show you.
Okay. And we plan to scale Humro in India through this Green partnership, right?
So this is not yet meaning we have some
Because
plan.
I'm just trying to think if this company that's investing in you has a given project of 1,000 crores where the whole point of that project is to create these what do you call it, those autonomous cars, those what are they called, pods, those autonomous pods, like how there is in Heathrow Airport. I mean, you would really you'd really be losing out if you didn't do their autonomous work for them, right? Given that they're investing in your company.
So I think it will happen in phases. Yeah, initially they would have planned out something, and part of those things we will do. Yeah, but eventually, if they want to partner with us in ARAPL, they are definitely looking for a bigger slice and wanting to have some kind of a share, in autonomy with us. But as of now, we will not be able to divulge more, even if we know more, we will not be able to divulge because
Okay,
that will be
thanks for
the
the
privacy
honesty.
of
Thanks for
yeah.
the honesty. That's fine. Okay, great. Best of luck. And I'm a shareholder of your company, so I would love to come and meet you in person. I live close to where you are. I mean, I can always travel. So I'll set that up with Supriya if it's possible. And with me.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Mr. Raj, your hand is raised. You have any question?
So this 2,500 crore dollar monthly revenue from Humro. So is my understanding correct that we have not been able to onboard the bankers? That's why we are taking monthly revenue. If bankers were there, then there has to be an outright sell of Humro robots.
Good.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is a new kind of a thing which happens in warehouses. Whenever the banker comes in, they need more structure. They need a company which is well known. Yeah. And they have their own set of rules and regulations which we need to adhere to. Yeah. So, as of now, the initial. So, if you are asking the question whether the future will be can be done through banker, the answer is yes. Yeah. So that is why I always kind of when the other guy asked me a question whether it will be $570,000 in March, there could be some of those which came through a banker and which would have realized the revenue also. Yeah, but this way, that way, it should be around those numbers or better than those numbers. Yeah.
Okay.
Having
So
said that, the banker can come into a place which is a little more structured, and wherever there is a new company trying to kind of build its this thing, we have to take a lot of decisions on the basis of what will work for us based on what we see and based on our judgment. Yeah. Maybe the banker comes to us after 1 year. Yeah. When all of this is in order, when the people are ready, maybe the banker comes to us after 1 year.
okay. So when there will be a banker, then robos will be outright sell. So during that time, what recurring revenue of our IP we will get when bankers are onboarded? So monthly revenue will get cut when there is because there will be outright sell. But there will be AMC charges as well as our IP's recurring charges, intellectual property recurring charges. So what will be that?
So it will be approximately 10 to 15%. Yeah. And it will keep increasing as and how we kind of progress there and as and how our credibility is established in the market. As of now, we have kept it very, very minimal. Yeah. But the benchmark is around 20 to 25%. We have started with 10% now. Yeah. For all those outright purchases. But eventually, in a year's time, when we see these 100 robots working in warehouses, the best estimate, I would still call it an estimate, is around 20%, depending upon the competition at that point in time. Because
Okay,
IP
so
is the
the
first thing that gets discounted, yeah, whenever, because you've already made the technology, that is the first thing that gets discounted in the future coming years. So we will be competitive also. But as of now, the rule of the thumb is around 20% IRR, yeah, and it has a potential to kind of, have a substantial revenue stream, yeah, going forward with Humro.
okay, and so sir, what is the life of a robot? Like, for how
7
many
years.
years we will be charging? For 7 years,
Seven.
we will be charging AMC and IP cost, IP
No,
charges.
no. So okay. If it is an outright, yeah, we will be getting this for 7 years. Yeah. We will incur some amount of refurbishment at the end of 3 years, which is around 10% or maybe 5-7% of the sale price. Yeah. And if it is RAS, we will have to continue giving them, whatever support they need to keep up with the IPs. And there's no IP coming out there. There is some money coming in integration, but those are like the cost plus kind of a thing with 50% margin. Yeah. But if you're looking at IPs recurring revenue, yeah. So it is 7 years for an equipment, and then we can refurbish it. Typically, those longer models we will have to. I mean, there is a lot of ifs and buts there. But after 7 years, there is some company who's doing the refurbishment, and then the next lease can be at a 50% discount. There are a lot of ifs and buts, like I said, but it looks good. I mean, after 3-4 years.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Hi, shall I go ahead? I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
NSDC से है मनीष कुमार
Yeah, Mr.
अगर आप
Ketan.
देखोगे तो
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, thanks for the opportunity. I just want to go back to the information that Robin has given. So, we discussed that 225 robots, $2,500 per month. This is likely to be deployed by March 27. So, assuming all these things, then we have a certainty of doing about 55 to 60 crores in March 28, because by March 27 you are saying you would deploy all these 225 robots. Is this understanding correct? So in March 28 financial year, we will have about this 55 to 60 crores of revenue coming in. Is this assumption correct?
That is, if we don't do anything in the year of April to 2026, is that what?
Yeah. So, just purely, going
Yeah.
by,
From the
yeah,
robos we sold, it should be approximately that figure, plus minus, like I said, 20-25%, depending upon how competition is and how we may have to stretch in whichever
perfect.
direction we do that. Yeah, but that is what we
Right.
have. Yeah.
Understood. So now, no, so having said this, understanding, see, what gives you this confidence that, we will be able to deploy about 225 robots by March 2027? The reason I'm asking is, we had a time where we gave some projections, which of course, we were not able to meet. So this time I just want to kind of, get a sense that what gives you this confidence that we will be able to do this by 2027.
So we were not able to meet some numbers because of a lot of economic hiccups and regulatory hiccups in this year. Yeah, where people were also kind of thinking that though we could give them a good price, but they were also thinking that okay, let this pass. Maybe things get cheaper. There were a lot of economic business decision dilemma which was happening. Just a moment, please. Sorry, there was some disturbance. I had to plug in. Yeah. So, like I said, so the confidence level is the same. And if I were to bring you up to speed with the math, we are now talking to 5-6 large scale customers having more than 100 warehouses. Yeah. And considering, or since a couple of them have already started revenue generation, I'm assuming that they're happy with us and they will kind of nobody wants to just try it out at one warehouse and keep it there. They want to leverage the scale of saving by implementing it at multiple warehouses. Yeah. So all of these can come through with just implementation in 50 warehouses or even lesser. Yeah. So this is what brings, gives me the feeling that, okay, implementing in 50 warehouses, at the rate of 5 and 6 each should not be a big challenge, considering that we are sitting and discussing with global automation heads of 4 and 5 companies having 500 warehouses. Yeah. But yeah, this is business. So, yeah, but the best estimate, even at a conservative level, is I feel it is, it has to be there. Does it answer your question, Ketan?
Yes, yes, very much. Thank you. Thank you so much for that explanation. Now, on the standalone business, I just wanted to ask this, that now whatever this profitability that we are achieving right now, is this going to be sustainable, or again we probably may have some surprises? I understand, the two major levers that you have managed. One is the employee, the contract and the on-roll kind of a thing, and the other one was the materials part. So, I just want to make sure that is this sustainable going forward now?
Yeah, material part is sustainable, but employee cost, as we mentioned, we have converted some of the costs into the semi-variable. So at Q4, when the business will scale up, at the time the cost will also scale up. You could expect some, but at the average level, you can see the improvement at bottom line, definitely.
Okay, okay. And the other thing what I want to ask is, see, in the last quarter's presentation, it's there in the record that, you mentioned that 29 crores for warehouse automation as order book, not pipeline. Now, in today's call, your commentary has changed around that, and you're saying, that was order pipeline and not really order book. So could you please explain what explains this change of
Order
commentary, because it's
pipeline
there
in
on
the
the
sense
record.
what it is there now. We have made confirmations of the customers and all, so that is the confirm. And
No, no,
from
no,
yeah,
sorry. That's what I'm saying. So pipeline is different. In the last presentation that you've submitted, you've mentioned that as an order book, which we understand it's a confirmed order book.
I think, Robin, they are talking about Patrick ka order, which we were not able to fulfill because we were not able to give the material on time. So probably that order they are talking about. So that was the order book.
है उसमें था 3 million का है उसमें,
3
but
million
again,
ka. So that was a order book for one person where we were not able to supply the material because of the fundraise, and so we were not able to fulfill that order.
So what was the value of that specific order, if I may ask?
There were two orders. One was 2 million or 3 million.
2 million का 2.2 million, no, around 17 to 20 crores के 21 crores का था 21 crores का.
That was one single order, and those type of robots we were not able to supply.
Okay, okay, fine. So those 21 crores out of 29 crores have gone away, and that is why we are now order book of 8 crores. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for answering my questions. I wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Next question, Mr. Jerry, please. Mr. Jerry.
Hello. Am I
Go ahead,
audible?
sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What is the quantum of जो है fundraise जो है total जो है through preferential?
So this preferential will be raising around 15 CR. We have got confirmed interest. So the total fundraise we were planning to do was 7 million. So we were planning to do total 10 million, out of which I have put 35 crores, 28 crores, sorry. Then now we have got another 15 crores.
Whether means the promoter's interest-free loan will be converted into equity?
Yes.
At what price?
So once we reach there, whatever is the SEBI norms, we will be doing that. So we have not yet decided that when we'll be doing that. So we will do it because that is not the focus as of now.
And you are telling that you will deploy 225 robots in March 25. Then how much investment you will need for that much robots? Do you have the investment in place, or you will further raise the money?
We will, you want me to take that up, Millet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yes, we will raise the money, and like I said, we may not be able to get 100% of all the answers, but the idea is to raise money definitely. We have spoken to some interested parties, and we will raise those money soon. The investment could also come in the form of, like a semi-banker, some investor taking up the role of a banker and all those stuff. So yes, as on date, we are talking to a couple of guys. We are closing in, and we should be able to hear something soon.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just a follow-up question on the last question that Jaydeep asked. So the possibility of raising money will be at the Humro level or will be at the parent level?
So it will be at the Humro level. I mean, this one is at the parent level. The next one, which will help us kind of, hold some inventories there. That's the idea, right? Because we have now proven to around 5 to 6 big operators, and they are started paying. Some of them have started paying, which means like, they are good with our rollouts. Now, when they expand, it is going to be a big number. Yeah. And we need to be ready with that, ready with the inventory, because inventory again takes like around 4 months of lead time. Yeah. We don't want to,
And have you thought about what quantum of money are we looking to raise?
no, I mean, it is still under wraps. Yeah, but you'll get to know as soon as we are even closer to it.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Pavan?
Yeah, how many dealers we have associated with in the USA?
As of now, 2 plus 1, 3. Yeah. And so we have a couple of unconventional dealer in Staff Mark, which we had announced earlier. And then, so they're a big group. And then we have the forklift selling companies, which can take us to multiple already existing forklift, and people who are looking at replacing the forklift. So, and then we have somebody in, exclusively looking at manpower agencies who can, take us to, I mean, like a autonomous robo replacing a manpower kind of a model. Yeah. So as of now, 3, but we are in talks with a couple of them more, and where we have demonstrated our products. And once we are ready for the scale, we should be able to hire at least 2, 3 of them in the coming year to deliver this 250 equipments.
Okay, and are these 3 in Pennsylvania or California?
No, so one is in 2 is in California, one is in Pennsylvania, another one whom we are talking to is in Dallas. Yeah, and then we may also participate via a partner program in Promat Chicago. Yeah, and we may, if all goes good and the fundraising goes good, then we may have some kind of a representation, if not directly, but indirectly, in Chicago. Yeah, that is another big warehousing market. Atlanta, sorry, not Chicago, in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, thank you. Do we have any shareable development beyond USA for Humro?
No, not yet. But the reduced tariff in Europe is a very heartening development. Yeah, we will not be wasting too much time. Once we have 50, 60 equipments up and ready there in US, I think we should start looking at Europe
too. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's all from my side.
Okay.
And wish you all the best.
I'll take one question from Mr. Mahendra Singh. He wanted to know what is the manufacturing cost of a robot deployed in USA?
You mean the USA landing cost? Murthy should be able to give, I mean, if it is.
Gross margin, at gross margin level, it is around 50%.
Yeah, that's a better answer.
We can take the last question from Mr. Rasha.
So, sir, if not the quantum of the fundraise, then at what valuation we will be raising at Humro?
So it depends upon multiple things here. Whom am I answering this?
Mr.
Raj. Yeah, depends on multiple things on the value that they will be able to add. Like I said, we are talking to a couple of guys. If it is a pure investor, yeah, we should be able to kind of, increase whatever valuation it was plus 10, 15, 20% or something. But if it is something that, an investor who can kind of, help us, you know, uh, kind of materialize this 250, which we have spoken, yeah, and make it more robust, make this plan and execution more robust in terms of backing up with finances and all that stuff, then we can go a tad lower than that and do whatever is needed for this business.
So the base we can assume is $7 million.
The base is higher than that, I guess. The base of what? The fundraise?
Yeah. Like you said, not 10 to 15% higher than previous fundraise. So what was the previous fundraise valuation?
Oh, okay. You're talking about the valuation or the fundraise. The valuation was around 32 million, I guess. Murthy?
Yeah. 32 million we raised that one. Pre-money it is.
Yeah. So if at all we have somebody good and somebody who can give me a more packed up this thing or stand by me for this 250, yeah, make this 250 more materialize this faster
Mhm.
and surer, then maybe I go with the same valuation what we did last time. Yeah. Otherwise, if it is pure fundraise, we need the money at this point in time. If it is pure fundraise,
Mhm.
we may look at something, but nothing is concrete as of yet, is what I can say.
So it will be happening at ARAPL RAS Private Limited or ARAPL International LLC.
No, everything will be ARAPL RAS Private Limited because the IP sit at ARAPL RAS Private Limited. ARAPL RAS LLC is the 100% subsidiary by ARAPL RAS Private Limited, and at least for now, there will be no fundraise.
Okay. Last question is this, that you said just now that we were not able to execute some orders.
Mhm.
So what was the reason for that? And you also said that type of order. So were this different type of robots?
No. So the robots were like similar, but we were not able to kind of, build the money in and dispatch to them on time. Yeah. However, we are still working with those clients which these guys had on some commission basis. So all is not lost, I would say. But yeah, we lost that order because we did not get the appropriate fundraising at that point in time, which needed to ship these robots. Like I said, so our first priority is to build some inventory there so that the dependency on inventory is lesser. So the as and how the dependency on inventory goes up, the customer kind of drag their feet into decision making. The dealers kind of are in a dilemma whether till when to keep it, till when to cancel it. So yeah, we are learning from our mistakes in the past, and yeah, we are going ahead to make.
So, so this is serious, right? That because we didn't have money, we lost a big order. So
Mhm.
my question is, why we are not using, see, if not Vijay Kedia, then the network of Vijay Kedia. If Vijay Kedia is on our shareholder list, and this kind of big order we have lost due to not having funds, so why we are not using that?
So I may not be able to tell you exactly why we are losing, but if you look at it, we were talking to two investors at that point in time, yeah, which didn't make through. Again, because one of these investors had some ran into some, I do not know, but there was yeah, some issues with the gaming
See, but
industry.
we won't be able to speak in
Yeah.
for Vijay Kedia, sir.
No, I'm not asking, like, I'm not telling that you ask Vijay Kedia, but see, if there is a large investor, I'm just telling you to use the network of that large investor. That large investor can put us in front of different investors, we can use that. So, and this 20 crore quantum is big for ARAPL RAS, correct? So,
Raj, it's a very complicated thing, right? So we have tried all investors, right? So we can't say ki why he has not given or he has not given. So uh, there might be n number of compulsion
hmm,
for that, right?
I,
So this is not a correct question. I think you thinking we have not tried, we have tried, right? So it is each everybody's limit of exposure to any thing, right? So he's not a co-founder; he's an investor. So he will have some exposure limit. So it's all
mhm.
their decisions, right? So,
Yeah, about using the network we have to our capabilities used.
Definitely, we.
Yeah, not only that, but also other networks. And we were closing in on something, it didn't happen. Yeah, maybe that is why it is called business.
See, in India, still robotic investments or the kind of leverage robotic companies get, you can compare, how much leverage a US robotic company gets and how much a Korean company gets and how much Indian company gets. You yourself are learned guy, right? You see how much US company will get. Like a company who has sold 200 robots in US, Vecna is having 900 million valuation.
Yeah, they sold 300 robots, I guess. Yeah,
220 robots they have sold. So, do you think we will get, after selling 220 robots, 900 million valuation in India? So, we are into different market, right, Raj? So, it is going to take some time before Indian investors still believe that, technology and still believe in technology companies. But it is going to happen. Don't worry. But yes, it is going to take some time.
Sure, sure.
I
All
think
the
this
best.
was the
Thank
last
you.
question. We can take it. So,
Over to Milind.
yeah, over to Milind sir for the closing comments.
There are no more questions.
There was one about that standalone order pipeline has not increased with standalone.
Yeah, so this guy is asking, why the order pipeline hasn't increased in standalone business. So, Shivam, we are consciously not taking orders which are having less profit or which is going to spoil our profitability this year. So this is a conscious call. We are selecting and we are taking very few orders which will give us good profitability.
We from the start of the
Because
year, we committed actually. From the start
because
of the year, we are committed that we are currently more focused on bottom line this year.
Because we are getting ourselves ready for a huge leap, and I don't want to jump with lot of baggage which will bring lot of inefficiency. So that was the main reason for we not taking the orders with less margins.
Okay. So I think we should.
I hope we are taking all the questions. And with this, now I would like to hand over the floor to Mr. Milind sir for his closing comment. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And we are a robotic company, and we have taken a very difficult path of making autonomous robots to various level. And I see, lot of anxiety with my old investors, and I thank them for backing us. We are very passionate, driven people, and we will always develop what is futuristic. But many times we think, this is a huge market, and we will get this, and we will, be able to do a lot of sale. So this year, definitely, now we are thinking, with a lot of good alignment, with a lot of strategic partners, we think that we'll be able to do much better numbers, and we'll be able to do a lot of monetization of whatever we have built. So that is what we are poised for. That is what I think. That's all. Thanks a lot for investing in us. Thanks for standing by us.
Thank you, management team, and thank you all the participants for being on the call. With this, I am announcing the concluding of the call. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Concall India for latest upcoming Concall.